Yo, what's up YouTube? This is JamMerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys, and today we are reading through Reddit. Let's go. Woo! So guys, welcome to another video on the channel. Now today guys, we are going to be having a look at Reddit's response to the new update, as well as whatever else is going on in the forums. So let's jump right into it. So here we have a thread from Unknown Warrior. Here is his take on the update. So he's played around 20 to 25 versus attack mode games, and here is his opinion. So gameplay, honestly, I always used to get pissed off when my players all of a sudden started to run like a snail. In the recent update, the gameplay is smooth, i.e. my players don't run as slow. To some extent, yeah, that is a very valid point. I have sometimes when I do feel as though they are a bit slower, but I don't know, I think it's just adjusting to the whole new camera angle, etc. So now let's take a look at his opinion on corners. Okay, so now it's completely unrealistic to begin with, but honestly it is easier to score. I agree with that, like it is so much easier to score. I do, however, sometimes still feel that like I'm getting out-muscled by people who have got less strength, less physical in mid-air, which sort of doesn't really make sense. I hope that they could maybe adjust that and really sort of stress an importance on the idea of physical or strength as an attribute. That would be really nice to see. So the next thing we've got here is the new tactics screen. So 10 out of 10 on this. Yeah, I agree. It is so much easier to locate your good formations. It saves a lot of time as well. Now regarding that overall fact, like it is to some extent a valid point. I do, however, sometimes still feel that like in some games I get better or like better good chances against higher overalls than I do against lower overalls. Like I'm in legendary 2 to 1, I sort of fluctuate between the two depending on whether or not I'm raging or playing well. You know how it is, guys. Sometimes you rage and you play like absolute crap. But yeah, sometimes like it's just a bit iffy. Like I don't know, like it feels like sometimes when I'm versing a higher person, I get better chances. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think that. Tactic glitch. So I had this visual glitch where I selected a formation which was not counted, but yeah, I've had that as well. So I remember I played a game about 15 minutes ago. I was 4-5-1 and it said it was counted, but technically it wasn't, so they'll fix that up. Fouls, something that I've noticed about fouls is that I'm not getting as many fouls. Does he agree with this? So I can't assure 100% on this. This is just speculation. In many cases I've noticed that, yeah, exactly. I feel the exact same way, because previously, like, I don't know, a few updates ago, whenever you were sort of touched, especially like mid-roulette, or if you got cut down, you would instantly get a foul, but sometimes they don't play advantage and it just wastes the clock down, which is a bit of a nightmare. I hate this one. Yeah, players do still collide. Yeah, I've noticed that as well. I've noticed that a lot of players sort of get in the way when I'm shooting the ball. It's still very frustrating, man. I hope that can be fixed. So the big one here is camera angle. Now, my take on the camera angle is that I think they, like, it's alright, but I think that EA should just introduce really a thing where you can just choose camera angles. Like, maybe you can have a default one, the wide one, like a tele broadcast one, that sort of thing, you know? So people will have options. I don't think that like just having one camera angle is all that beneficial, because half the people love it, half the people hate it. So why not just clear out all those people that don't like it by having an option to choose? So that's pretty much on this one. Like, those are my thoughts. Like, I'm still getting used to it, guys. It's a bit hard to say, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new attack mode. This one here, coin flip FIFA mobile. Overall does not matter anymore. Skill does not matter anymore. What matters is luck. Now, like I was saying before, like, there's so many instances where I feel as though I'm just playing so well and I'm getting so many good chances against like a higher overall rated team, which is good. But then when I play a team who's like 3 to 4 ratings lower than me, I'm getting blown out. It's just a whitewash. So that's that's something that I've been thinking about as well. So there are good points, but then there's that as well. So they need to find like an equilibrium where it's just all balanced. But I mean, I suppose over time we will get something like that. I mean, I suppose we just have to wait and see, you know. But yeah, I agree with this game. Like, it does feel like it's very luck-based. It really does. So good point there by JZFifa. Let's have a look at what else we've got in the forums today. But yeah, guys, it looks as though there are a lot of people sort of quite angry with the updates, and yeah, to some extent I agree with like a lot of it. It's very sort of like hard to get used to, but I suppose we're just gonna wait for them to iron out the kinks of it and just wait for everybody to have like everyone like updated to the same module, etc. But I don't know, man, I don't know. There are some things that are extremely sort of fishy in my opinion, and I do like some aspects of it, but I don't like others. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see about that. What else do we have in these threads today? It's just a lot of people talking about the update, but I think that we covered that relatively well, so that was quite nice. Unfortunately, we're going quite a few days back. I did see something about a Martial token for the Retro Stars event that I did want to talk about, so I'm just going to find that, then I'll be right back. So guys, here is the Retro event Martial token from the Undertaker 333, the one that I was referring to. I completely agree with this. So ultimately what he's saying is that he wants the requirements to be decreased in some form. I would 100% be on board with that. I did actually post in Reddit, I don't know, a week or so ago, about my thoughts at the throwback token drop rate after the apparent update in the drop rates. Sort of thinking like, you know, they need to be increased, or we need to have a plan where you can trade in the silver Retro Stars tokens for throwbacks. I did actually go through and tweet that at EA, but of course I got no response, guys. No surprise there, but thank you for everybody that retweeted that. But guys, sometimes they just don't want to listen to our concerns, but that's just the way it is. Now, in relation to the Martial token, I do agree 100%. Now, I've actually just gone through and done a little bit of research on this because I did want to talk about this in full detail, because it is very, very strange sort of things that I have uncovered about previous tokens for Martial and how easy they are compared to this retro event. So let's just jump into that right away. So guys, here is my concern with the Martial token for the retro event. The thing is that if you look at these three events, the Community Team of the Week, the Verse Attack thing, as well as the Blue Star, the problem is that these are so easy. For example, Verse Attack 1 can be completed easily in 1 week. The Blue Star 1 can be completed in 5 days if you do your daily activities. The Program Master Community Team of the Week does cost around, you know, 300k, but you can easily get those 100 tokens, like, within the live event expiring, because it's usually around 24 hours or so. So the thing I don't understand is that why the retro one is so much harder compared to these. Like, none of these plans require multiple hundreds of tokens. Like, the Martial one requires, I don't know, like over 400 tokens, guys, which is pretty crazy. Another long-lasting event with a Martial token is the World Cup qualifier ones. Now, that only requires 30 flags. Like, flags can be relatively expensive, you know, 10 to 15k, but still affordable. I would love to see a change in the Martial plan, so I do agree with you, Undertaker. I just don't get why these three plans in particular are so much easier, yet they've been out for so much longer compared to the Martial token. It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the Martial token. I don't know if it will be changed, to be honest. I did see on Twitter that one of the developers of FIFA Mobile did tweet that apparently there are going to be 2 more Martial tokens coming soon. So let's hope that those ones are going to be a lot easier to obtain. The thing is that I'm not going to be doing the Retro Stars token just because I don't think it's worth it, man. You're forfeiting so much profit if you do it. So I'm just going to use the tokens that I get for upgrades and try and make coins that way. But let's just go into one more thread, guys, and then we'll end off the video for today. So guys, and here is the final thread for today, a FIFA Mobile Legends concept by Akar_25. Look at that card art, guys. You just got to appreciate it. Maradona, Zidane, Yashin, insane, man. Absolutely huge props to you, man. Very, very nice work. Ugly, now that I've got your attention, this is probably the best artwork I've seen on this sub. Very, very true. Cheers, but to be frank, or to be fair, I don't know, whatever you guys translate it to, FIFA Renders and Farmian have some very, very good designs. Yes, that's true as well, but a lot of people do have great designs in this subreddit forum, which is very, very nice. I would love to see icons, legends, whatever you want to call it, in FIFA Mobile. We'll just have to wait and see though. Like, I would like to see our flashbacks replaced. Unfortunately, we haven't got really anything to replace them yet. I mean, I suppose you could say retro players, but that's not really the case in my opinion. But yeah, this is pretty much just going to be the end of the video for today. Let me know what you guys think about the update and the Martial token. And this is JamMerit signing out for the day, and peace.